morning. Today I'm going to take you through our ice tray and what makes it such a unique and very versatile product. Number one is our wonderful silicone lid. As I've mentioned before, it has this really great thumbnail over here, which you can just pull and it lifts off without any issue whatsoever. You can get lids that have clips. The problem with the clips is that they tend to get very stuck in the freezer. When you come out and you try to break them open, they either break or you break a nail. either it breaks or it breaks you. But it's necessary to have a lid because then you don't use your single-use items like wraps or papers and things like that. You just use your lid and it washes and you reuse it, which is going towards our ethos of no single-use plastics. The tray itself, we have 21 cubes, which is great. So you're not just getting out 6 or 9, you get out quite a few. And you rather would have lots of smaller cubes because when you're dishing up for your child and you're doing portions, you can give them 3 cubes when they're really hungry, but you'll know that on other times it's only 2 cubes, so you can actually understand how much they're eating. You rather want to have 4 or 5 cubes when they start getting really hungry, especially if you've got big boys, rather than have big cubes that you waste food. It's a lot easier to manage your food and you don't waste a lot of food. I've been through that. We'll leave them to just spread across the room and you use that as a wastage. So the cubes themselves, they're about 40 mils. How does that equate? That is 2.5 tablespoons, which is pretty good. And it's also easy to manage now because you know exactly how much you're giving them in mils as well as tablespoons. You have 21. You can fill it half with one puree and half with another, or you can have multiple trays and just use them for all of them. The joy of this tray is that it's flexible, completely flexible. You can push out from the back. You can see at the back here, you've got lots of space to push out. No nail breaking because it's very easy, and especially for the ones in the middle. The one question we had when we got it was, yeah, it's all fine and dandy the sides, but how do I get to the middle ones? Well, as you can see here, you can push straight in. That puree is not getting stuck in there, not for anything in this world. So you have space to push, it moves around, you are not going to break a nail, you are not going to get anything stuck in here, and it's dishwasher safe. So for me, who hates washing anything by hand, you just slap it in the dishwasher and it washes it, no problem. It also moves from freezer, because it's silicone. All silicone products generally, food grade, will be able to move from freezer to microwave. Not all of them are oven safe. In particular, I've never used this in the oven. I wouldn't advise it. You don't really need to. What do you use it besides purees? Because, you know, they get teeth. They don't want to eat puree food all the time. It's perfect for everything. You'll see on our website we'll have more and more ideas for you, but one of them in particular is oats, for example, is fantastic. And then we also move on to things like wine. So when you're doing a bolognese or a meal, you can have frozen wine cubes, and so you don't have to keep cracking open a bottle, especially if you're quite often cooking. And also for freezing herbs. So your herbs come in season and out of season, and you just pop them in here with a bit of oil and you stick them in the freezer. It's perfect. You'll have coriander any time of year. And that is our ice tray. So you'd fill it up and now you seal it. Pretty easy. Watch this. Done, finished. The only thing that you'd need now is when we supply a sticker, which we'll go through in a different video. Even if you don't use our stickers, please ensure that whatever you stick in the freezer, you date. Things do go off in the freezer. They don't last forever. And you want to know when you put that food in the freezer so that you know when to throw it out. You hopefully won't need to, but you'll also don't have to run the risk of eating something that might not be okay, especially for your little ones. All right, thanks very much.